My first impression when I looked at your stuff last night, I was just like, oh, them look like some comfortable and soft t-shirt.
Instagram, I was trying to get people to look at it. I failed if I didn't get you to purchase. Like my goal was not to get people to look at pictures. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I'm being very, very clear. Because I'm confident that if you was there in my space and you saw the clothes and you put it on, you would have been compelled to leave with something. You would have been like, you'd have been, and that's what I'm trying to translate. Yes, I know how to make shit look dope. That's something totally different than the magic of a person saying, I want that. That's a different box that's checked in a person's mind.
You're aiming high as fuck. Because I'm just thinking about this, like from a consumer standpoint, right? What you're basically saying is traditionally a consumer will be attracted by its known brands, right? Your Gucci, your Versace and everything, right? They have its history. We don't even know why. I mean, I just barely saw the movie, right? But basically what you're saying is that I'm going to sell you something that is not what you know, but it's what's going to feel right. And that's what you're trying to transition.
Absolutely.
Shit.
Absolutely. It's a feeling. I'm selling a feeling.
Damn.
So that brings me to my next question. So, and I probably already know the answer. I probably know how you're going to answer this. Would you say as a creator, whether it's fashion, film, whatever it is, would you suggest to go with the flow, what's already present in the market, because it's hard to beat the incumbent, or go totally against the grain and be original? Now, what I say is present something that looks similar to something else, and then once I hook the consumer onto my product, onto my brand, then I hit them what I really want, what I really wanted to do in the beginning. But now I'm just trying to get my foot in the door right now. What would you suggest? What would be a better strategy?
I'm very interested in what you think my answer is going to be.
I don't want to say.
Here we go. Come on, bro. Say it. Say it. What do you think?
I would say, generally speaking, from what I've seen, a lot of the things that are out there looks like everything that's already out there.
So you're asking me what
would you do?
And you said, I think you know, but you said, I think I know what you're going to say. Just stand on that. Stand on that statement. You think you know?
I mean, you want to be you want to be different. I think you want to be different. I think you following trends and trying to be like everybody else is like the wrong way to do it. But we know that when most of the times when you do come out different, it doesn't always work in your favor. There's, like you said, the history books only talk about the people who like they wanted that success. It was no deterrent.
Right.
But that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen all the time for everyone.
Right.
For everyone.
Thankfully.
But you said that like, yo, like most people, nobody can take your dream. All right, yeah, right. I get that, right? There's reasons and things like that, and reasons and excuses. But like for the most part, like, dude, like I just don't feel like everybody out here trying to be different like that. Because when you come out here and you going against the wall, you're gonna get shitted on.
Imitators there were. How many Marvin Gaye imitators there were? How many Henry Ford imitators there was going to be?
There could only be one. Though.
Yeah, so I would say it depends on. The question is it's like a trick question because you didn't give me all the information. I would have to ask first, what is it that you're trying to do? Like, sometimes the wheel doesn't need to be reinvented, and then sometimes it does. So, that's like somebody asking me directions without telling me where they are and where they want to go. They just say, hey, give me some directions. To where? Okay, and where are you right now? I could give you a better answer at that time. So to say, should they go with the status quo? If a person is saying they want to be a doctor, yeah, go to school, get your degree. Like, that's what you need to do, bro. Now, if you saying, like, yo, I want to do a breakthrough or something like that, like, at one time, like, let me think of a breakthrough. Like, Steve Jobs and Bill Gates did something that there wasn't a blueprint for. So, of course, they had to stay really hard on their idea because it hadn't been done before. The difference between the Hilton family and the Marriott family was the shit is like carbon copy. They were just racing to see who can buy the most properties. Both successful, but one had a blueprint, the other one didn't. So you have to first know what is it that you would have to be able to tell me or whomever you're talking to, I'm doing this. What is the best course of action for me to do that? You have to do that, because if not, it's just in my mind, you just said bubblegum, bubblegum, bubblegum. In my mind, that's how I heard that. That's why I was very interested to hear what you think I was going to say. Because I'm like, you didn't give me enough information. So I could just say bubblegum.
What's up?
So there is no absolute one way to do it. You have people that broke out being completely different. And then you have people who broke out by being a derivative of the thing right before them. I'm not gonna devalue one over the other when they was like, yo, I'm about to do this, and they went out and did it in a grand way.
See, that's the problem, though. Like, I feel like, okay, you mentioned these two people, but I feel like sometimes you have to take the Elon Musk approach. You know what I mean? Like, you have to believe all the craziest shit, because I think we ran into this new era where it's okay to be bold. Maybe not so. Maybe a couple years like back, it wasn't good because of the values and all these things that we actually had back in the day. But now, I think sometimes, like, think about how Elon Musk, he named his kid a password. Like, he's J pound 45 or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you just have to just go in there and own it. Just fucking own it.
Yes. I'm not. See, that's like saying it's the way versus a way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes. That was a way. But if you apply that to everything, it's, even though that everything has a purpose, there's no one thing for every purpose. And that's the discipline you need to know. Yes, for Elon Musk to become the Elon Musk that we know today, he had to be a badass, like, maverick. He had to. He went against the fucking... He got motherfuckers buying fucking electric Hummers, bro. Think about it. He got motherfuckers buying electric Porsches, electric Mustangs. That was unthought of. Like, what? A Hummer electric? Yo, bro, what the fuck? But you don't know the owner of the toilet paper that you use. You don't know that face. I guarantee you he sells more product than motherfucking Elon Musk. So, what is it that you want now? What is it that you want? Who makes the microchips in the Tesla car? You don't know.
Shit, fuck, yeah.
Exactly. Who's like, again, did Elon Musk have to be that dude? Absolutely. The person that's making the fucking toilet paper in the Tesla bathrooms, does he need to be a maverick? Fuck no. You have to know what it is that you want to do, and then do it at its full capacity. There is no fucking thing as the way. It's a way, and that's defined by what you want to fucking do. And don't let nobody talk you out of that. I'm pretty sure the more conservative people will talk about, come on, Elon, like, easy. Elon, like, nah, I got to turn up because I'm about to change this shit. That's like Elon coming to them like, yo, turn up on this toilet paper. Like, yo, bro, we selling toilet paper. Relax. Relax. Neither one of them cats is wrong.
Yeah.
Neither one of those cats are wrong. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, that's like a loaded thing. Is what is it that you want to do? Like, if you're trying to make the next Batman, okay, make the best Batman. But if you trying to say, yo, I'm about to have motherfuckers watching movies in their hubcaps, don't you think that's a different approach? That's going to be required? A different course of action?
Right.
Like, yo, people going to be watching it just going down the street. I got this idea.
Right.
Be like, oh, shit, hubcaps, bro? Okay. It's going to take a little bit more convincing.
Shit, Spinners did it for a little bit, you know what I mean?
But see, yes, but they didn't think of the two pillars I said. You have to make sure something is sustainable. And scalable. Certain things. And they might not have been thinking sustainability. It could have been like, yo, I just want this quick hit. Shit. Do you remember those fucking Snuggly shit information?
Yeah. The 4 a.m. commercial?
Motherfuckers sold 30 million of them shit, y'all.
Wow.
Them shit sold, bro. A fucking blanket with sleeves. When you think about somebody who said that their first time, yo, I got it, bro. Imagine. Yo, I got it. A blanket with sleeves. Would you have got him behind that day one? Keep it 100. Would you? Keep it 100.
After a blunt, yes.
No. I'm talking about regular situation. Like, yo, your man. He comes up to you.
Snuggie?
Like, yo, man.
No.
That motherfucker had to believe in that shit. Think about it. He had to believe in that. Now it's like, duh. But he had to believe in that shit to get it to the point. And then, man, you put them shits on 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Ain't nobody gonna buy that shit, bro. 30 million units sold afterwards. This motherfucker never has to fucking work again if he did his shit right. Think about that shit, bro.
What are your thoughts on that wall that they're building? I don't know if you've heard about it, but that wall in Dubai, that they're basically building this new. It's called the Line. I don't know if you heard about it, but it's the Line, and it's basically about I want to say 200 miles long, and it's crazy because it's just a line. It's a wall, and built 2037. To me, it sounds crazy because it's in the middle of the fucking desert. I want to pick your brain and see what would you think the main purpose of that.
It's just somebody who got the resources that they want to do it. Everything doesn't have a practical purpose to it. But when you were saying it, I was like, damn, I wish I could get the brick contract for that shit. That was my first thought. Like 200 miles, dog. That's a lot of brick and concrete that's about to get poured, dog.
Because shit's getting innovative, and now it's starting to think like, what the fuck? Like you said, now we've lost the value of American muscle. Now it's American electric. You know what I mean? It's not. It's not the same. You know what I mean? Like
it's definitely advanced though. It's definitely advanced.
Yeah, but that You know what I mean? That's that connection that you have with Eleanor. You know what I mean? That's a connection that you have. Like, you can't have no connection with some shit that you gotta charge. Like, hold up. I'll be right back. Let me charge this shit real quick.
But see, again, you're limiting evolution. And let me tell you why. At one time throughout humanity, there were town halls that was held against cars because they said it was going to be harmful for the way of life. All we need is horses and buggies. So where do you want to be? You want to be on the horse and buggy, or do you want to be in the cars that came about? Human beings, we evolve. That's what we do. As a species, that's what we do. Because and the ultimate goal of a car solely is A to B. Everything else is being your emotions being manipulated. That's it. You're trying to get from A to B in a safe way, right? Everything else is designed to manipulate your emotion, to enhance your experience. I'm telling you, I'm speaking from a person that was against it until I got it. And then when I got it, I got it. And I was like, oh. So
fuck
now,
all y'all.
No, not fuck all y'all. It's like, okay, what's coming next is infrastructure. I need to be on the ground level, and it's going to be in the homes. Whoever, the breakthrough is going to be the in-home chargers. That's going to be the breakthroughs. So, like, what you're almost saying, this is how I hear what you're saying. Man, fuck that tidal wave that's coming. Man, fuck that. I don't know, no. And I'm like, yo, that tidal wave is coming, bro. You see that? It's out there now, but it's coming this way. I would advise you not to be standing right there. That's all I'm saying. You could choose to stay there and say that this tidal wave shouldn't do this. That tidal wave is coming. They're showing us, like I just said a couple of seconds ago, they could have come up with any branding. I've been in the rooms. They chose Hummer and Mustang for a reason. They're creating paradigm shifts, bro. What was the most gas guzzling vehicle? A fucking Hummer. We're going to make you think of a Hummer differently. We're going to make you think of a Mustang. We're going to make you think of a Porsche differently. They're training us. They're training the customer base. It's coming. I'm telling you, it is coming.
No, I see it because I was telling him the other day. I'm like, I was telling fun fact about McDonald's. Everybody thinks McDonald's is about a hamburger, the Happy Meal, right? But McDonald's, their main focus is real estate. They own more real estate than the Catholic Church.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But it's also convenience. But I understand your point.
But like, you see what I'm saying? Like it's like
they sold, like, their business model is convenience. Their value is based off of real estate, but what they're selling is convenience. That's McDonald's. They selling you could come in and get this nutritional meal quicker than you can make it for yourself. That's what they're selling.
So speaking about brands, I know, I did a little bit of research too on you, like the Yeezy. So how was that project? Like, how did that go about?
Amazing, bro. That's my bro. It's funny. My wife, she's an alien. I say that as the most ultimate compliment. But she's managed to really go through life with these blinders and stuff on, right? So I'm showing her this video of Jeezy, right? And she was like, Jeezy? He named himself after Yeezy.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, no! Oh my God. But no, that was every principle that I've been talking about for the last like hour since I've been on applies to my homie. That's my bro. And like the thing that I admire about the Yeezy process or my time at Yeezy was Ye was the not only the founder but the CEO, creative director, art director, you know, but his ability to detach himself from what anybody is thinking of him to get his ideal out. Man, that ability to not give a fuck once it has formed in his mind. It's like, it's been times you talking about ebb and flow when like, shit wasn't right, fashion shows getting bashed, like yo, boom, boom, like, and now he's at war. He's like at the next level now. Like it ain't no like hip hop beefs and no shit like that. And when I tell you, if he says, this is the best way to for me with Ye, it's not that he can't lose, he won't lose. I want people to hear that. It ain't like he can't lose, he won't lose. Bro.
Big difference.
Big difference, bro. It's like in the way his ability to tap in, I mean, I think that I don't give a fuck, but he really can tap into not giving a fuck. To get his ideal out, it's not like just not giving a fuck just to not give a fuck. It's in the protection of getting his ideal out with little to no compromise. And just to be able to tap into that. I really hope people see that in that. But to go back to what you're saying with my time at Yeezy, man, it was amazing, bro. Like to one, Kanye Ye being like a childhood friend, to see him be to this station in humanity by ultimately staying true to who he is. It's an amazing thing to have been a part of, to be, you know, but I'm not shocked by it. I'm not shocked by his success, and I'm not shocked by me being a part of it, because we've both been true to ourselves, you know, and, you know, but just to been in those rooms where an idea was just formed, and then if it was hearing people repeat the words, seeing people wear the clothes, it's somewhat surreal, bro. Like this is my guy, this is my homie. Then I go come up to a venue, I'm seeing 100 dudes dressed like him. Like, oh, are you serious? like that's kind of surreal. Like, you know, that's kind of surreal because, you know, there will be moments when I'm like, yo, my homie is Michael Jackson. Like, yo, it's just like, whoa, these people are surrounding the car, bro. Like, this is a big deal. But then, I don't know if y'all saw it or not, but I just put something online where it's like, yo, me and his conversations are way too funny for me to even explain. You don't understand the laughter that we have on on the absurdity of ideas. It just be really super duper funny and fucking inappropriate. Like,
so you said you tap on something about like him having the ability of not giving a fuck, right? And then you also mentioned that, you know, having these people in your phone book calling you, right? So obviously the association there is a lot more closer. So what is it that you are missing that piece to not give a fuck to that extent, or that's just your personality?
Yeah, I think it's, well, one, see this, okay, it's neither.
Okay.
Because when it comes to me getting out what I want, I have that. I don't want to be on stage.
Okay.
I have no desire. I have no desire to give up my my personal space.
Okay.
No desire. Like, I've had plenty of opportunities. No, I don't want that. I had somebody come to me like, "Yo, Sky, how did you only have like 1,000 followers?" I'm like, I don't even know how I got that many. Like, for real, like dead ass. Like, I don't thrive in that space, and that's why I'm also. This is a very new venture for me to really put my face on a product, because I'm used to being the person behind the scenes. That's how I've been for the last 27, 28 years.
Shit, because I've seen like your LinkedIn. You're like the mastermind of a lot of successful shit. So that's pretty dope.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that's what a perfect world for me is for me to be able to do a lecture in a convention. Me do a lecture, me talk my shit, pop my shit. Everybody like, "Oh my God, you the best, you really are." Then me walk 2 blocks and nobody knows me. That's an ideal world for me.
So 5 years from now, how's it looking?
How's it looking? A minimum of 3 hotels. Minimum of 3 in 5 years. Because I'm going to get the first one next year. Do a complete idea. So that's 2023, 2024. And then after that, I can then start to scale it. So it's strictly hotels. Like, that's I've acquired all the skill sets now to apply it to that idea. I've done everything. I've done everything for me to lead in the creative direction of the boutique hotel that's only resides in my mind right now. So that's where I'm gonna be in like 5 years.
For the growth of your brand, have you set like it's reached this potential, or it's set out what I wanted to achieve?
No, because it was just launched this past August, so I'm like I'm barely gotten like a couple of strokes in.
So.
I'm no way busting that check. I'm barely got a couple of strokes in. No, not at all. Like this is like I'm still a baby in this space, in the brand space, because I'm used to being one part of an organization. Now I'm the head of the organization and having to do all these things. So I haven't learned all those skill sets yet. So I'm really doing it in front of people. And again, what I said earlier, I'm addicted to accomplishment. So it's very important for me to have these short-term milestones to do it. Like, I knew I had supreme confidence that I could create the product, but I didn't know if I could sell it. I didn't know if people was going to trust my idea. I know people trust me saying that zipper should be this and stuff like that, and somebody else's, and then they buy it. No problem. If anybody need that from me, hit me up. But it's something totally different than where I'm solely responsible for this product. And then I never had to focus on selling a product. I always sold a service, which was for me. So that's a totally different way to produce income, because ultimately I'm being very clear, is to produce income. Selling a service that you provide is something totally different than creating 1,000 pieces and then selling those 1,000 pieces to individuals. I'm still in the early phases. Now, the data has shown me that the clothes are good enough that they get purchased on in real life, but it's also due to the tidal wave of Amazon and things of that nature. Majority of the stuff has been sold online. So now I'm working on connecting that dot so I don't get just washed away, and like, because people be offended by just fucking shipping charges now. They like, what? I got to pay a fucking shipping, and then FedEx prices and fucking went up, and it's like, how do I navigate that?
But wouldn't you add that into your price point?
Yeah, you could, but then it makes your, like, it's a nuance game, because now you're, one, it's too many variables. Is this hoodie going to San Diego or is it going to Miami? That's just gonna cost different. You know what I mean? So somebody's getting it for cheap or somebody's gonna be overpaying for it. How do you, and I don't, complete transparency, I don't have enough data yet to say the majority of my buyers are in this region. The average sell to ship it to them is this amount. Let me amortize that over the cost of goods for these 100 pieces. I don't have that data yet. So now it's like, I'm just, like Monday is my, Mondays is focusing on money. Tuesday is focused on creativity. Wednesday is just focused on like logistics and just trying to fine tune it. And pretty soon I'm gonna have a big enough staff that shit like that's been done every day, but I have to build up to that because I'm not even looking for 1,000 customers. I want 100 core people that every time I press that button, that shit like, yo, I need that.
So let me ask you this, like, okay, you could easily stay behind the scenes, right? So what you're doing right now requires a lot of balls, right? So can you walk me through that moment when you decided to be like, you know what? I'm ready for this. I'm ready for the center stage and take this by storm.
Okay, I'm not ready for the center stage. I'm doing it because I have to do this to do what I want to do. So
the hotel and all
it
that.
Ain't
Okay.
even about. I don't have the luxury of being ready.
Okay.
I really don't. I don't have the luxury.
But what made you take this step? That's what I'm trying to get at.
It was the data.
Okay.
It was people saying, I like this on you. You need to. I kept hearing it like, no, you are the vibe. I remember a good friend of mine, John Sally, he called me up, almost cussed me out. Like, yo, bro, you're the vibe. You're the take the pictures. I was like, what? Nah, bro, I'm trying to get like that. He's like, yo, I'm telling you, Scott. I'm telling you. And I was just like, all right, man. And then when I put it out, the data showed that I was getting the most engagement when it was me versus something cool and abstract and shit like that. And I'm like, now what am I gonna do? Just ignore that? Nah. I mean, it led me to sit right here.
Shit.
Smart.
You know what I mean?
All right. Okay. I got one question for you, and we're gonna wrap it up. What inspires you?
Life. Life. The infinite possibilities of life. It's like when I think of all the things that has been accomplished to date, it just inspires me to what's going to come next, you know. And I heard what's his name? Michael Eric Dyson. No, not Michael Eric Dyson. What's the astronomer name guy? He's the cool astronomer guy. He's, you know what I'm talking about. He be on late night shows.
You talking about he be on Shade 4 What's the way? Black dude?
No, he's a black dude. I don't know if he's on. Yeah, he might have been on Shade, like mustache. Astronomer. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I do.
Shit, we had one earlier.
No.
What is his name, right?
Yeah,
Neil deGrasse Tyson. Yes, he said something where every element that's found in the universe is found in us, right? So one, it says that we are the universe. Regardless of what your school of thought is, no one has ever said they've seen the end of the universe and then turned around. It's infinite. It's an ever-folding being. That is who we are. We're infinite. There's no such thing as your last thought. There's no such thing as that. That's why, you know, it's just, that's why people are into the meditation, because they don't know where their thoughts and stuff is going to go. That's why I think people like getting high, because their thoughts just go, bro. It's just like, so I'm really inspired by life, that process of that, because there is no ending to us, and the only ones that they are self-imposed. So me, I'm making sure that I stay inspired by making sure that I stay under the correct spell to be inspired. Because I can also, by the same stimulation, be distraught. By the exact same stimulation, I could just be, versus, yeah, I can come down there and talk shit. I'm inspired to come down there and talk my shit very unapologetically, you know? So yeah, I'm really inspired by just life. There's like, we can't explain the ocean, bro. We can't explain an oak tree coming from a seed and the whole process. We can't explain the why the Amazon is so important to the earth. We can't explain the moon. We can't explain ourselves, bro.
Shit, facts.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, if you're not inspired by the randomness of this fucking realm, we're not gonna have a really productive interaction.
Dope.
100%.
Dope. All right, well, hey, ladies and gentlemen, like we always do, always open up the microphones to our guests, to the other half of the show, GQ Nesto, to leave any parting words with the listeners and the viewers for the day. Once again, we want to thank you, Mr. Sakai, for being here. And is there anything you want to share with our listeners and viewers?
No, you got it. No, just okay. And you know what's so interesting is, what should I talk and all that stuff? It's like when I get put on the spot, I'm just like, I'm just like, whoa, just active aggression, bro. I'm just here to share my perspective, to be a spark for those seeking to create that positive change in their life. That's my purpose on this planet, to just be a spark. Everything that I've said to you guys is not theory. It's literally how I live my life. And I'm applying all those things now to my latest venture, which is assortments, which can be found at assortments.com, and that's spelled XSSORTMENTS.com. Look at the stuff. It's going to be stuff that's changing. One of the things too, because I didn't mention this earlier, is that all the pieces, I never make more than 100 of a single piece because I'm doing it like an art project where it's additions. And once it's gone, and then I focus on the next 100 pieces. So then, because one of the things I hate is showing up somewhere and everybody got on the same fit. So if I only make 100 of these dope shits, what's the chances of me walking in and 4 people have it on? So yeah, assortments, you can check out me on my Instagram. It's called Think Sandifer. Surprisingly, Think Sandifer, because I want y'all to think Sandifer. Yeah, and that's it. And obviously, because I'm here now, when you reach out and you have something of substance, I will respond. Like if anybody, because this was a classic cold call or cold email. Didn't have anything. He sent it to my generic email. He found info at We Think LLC. And like you can't get more generic than that. And that just proved positive that real recognize real.
Facts.
GQ Nesto.
Shit, I want to obviously thank the audience, everybody that's listening to us. Thank you. Follow all our social media platforms. And one thing I just got to say, own your shit. Whatever it is, own it. And like, there's no